Hello. Hi, guys. Nice to see you here in the stream that I didn't do for a while now. Just doing these live commentaries, from time to time, if I feel like actually. And today I thought it would be good maybe to have a look at the account or the accounts that I trade here. And you see this live trading account every day pretty much because I set up the stream and you can just watch it. And there are some questions from time to time in the chat, and I sometimes read them, but I do not really answer because, I don't know, I just want to set up this stream on a normal day and don't really want to like sit in front of the PC all of the time. So I will answer the questions now. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them if I'm able to. So just feel free to to post any question you like, and I will read it and react to it, and we can also have a look at the account a little bit. I can talk a little bit about how I see it right now, the performance overall, or the performance of strategies, and just a little chill live stream. So there is already the first question. Why don't you add the Fisherman EA to the 50K account? I don't know. I just did not add any new strategy in the last few months, I think, and this is mainly because currently I'm not really working, so I don't really invest any time in strategy development or backtesting, and therefore I cannot really add new strategies, because if I want to add a new strategy I have to do a lot of backtesting, optimizing, and it just takes a lot of time to finalize a new strategy and to really test it to the point that I feel comfortable adding it to a live account. And I don't really have the motivation right now to do it. So this is why I did not add any new strategies to the account. Right now I'm just monitoring everything. I look at the account during the day. I do like the weekly analysis that I also upload on YouTube. But besides this, I don't do anything like strategy development or stuff. So this is why I don't really add new strategies right now. On my range breakout strategy, what time do I use on the Nasdaq chart? I don't trade the range breakout strategy in the Nasdaq right now. I just trade it in the German major stock index and the US 30. Can you tell us about the process of choosing the parameters? I don't know. I just do a lot of testing. So when I create a new strategy, I do a lot of tests and I do a lot of optimizations. And then, I look at the results. And if I think a result is good and it seems realistic to me, then I just go for it. But the process is not super complex. I just try to filter out all of the backtests that are unrealistic. And I filter out the backtests that are too over-optimized. But besides this, I just go for some of the settings that performed well. and seem realistic to me. And often I don't even choose the best settings because I don't really think that the best settings in the past will be the best settings or inputs for the future necessarily. So there could also be a different market situation in the future. So yeah, I just pick like similar settings to the ones that performed very good in the past, I would say. But I don't, like, for example, for the range breakout EA, I don't really care if I take the range from 5 to 10 a.m. or from 4:45 to 9:30. For me, like this won't make a huge difference, most likely. I mean, sometimes it can really make a huge difference, but often if you just adjust the input variables for your EAs slightly, it should not make a huge difference. How to set up the Algo 24/7? Yeah, you need to install it on a VPS. So you can also search for the video on my channel. I explained in detail how to set up a VPS trader trading. Do you use the Monte Carlo analysis? No, I don't. Do you know of a backtesting software that mimics a prop firm? No, I don't. But you could add code to your expert advisor that will tell you if your program broke any prop firm rules, of course. But I don't know if there is a dedicated software for this specific purpose. Yeah, and maybe you realized yesterday was a very bad day in this account, especially because of the go long trade from Monday in the US tech, which was unfortunately a little bit bigger loss, 300 points, which is around 1.2 or 3%. I mean, it's not a crazy big loss, but yeah, it was a little setback for the account. And today there is this big positive move in Nasdaq, which would have been great if this could have happened yesterday, but it did not. So yeah, this is why there was a little bit bigger losing trade. But I mean, it's still completely okay to lose like 400 euro on this trade. I mean, it's absolutely fine. It could be way worse, of course. I mean, if the Nasdaq can definitely drop like 3% on a bad day. So this is still absolutely fine, but it's of course not perfect. But yeah, today at least the go long strategy can make a good recovery today because of this, of the big positive moves here today in all of the indices, I think. Yeah. And besides this, the rest in this week is pretty normal, I would say. I think gold had a good trade already. Monday and Tuesday was like more or less break even, and today could be another profitable trade here. Then GBP/US dollar today is not really the best trade, I think, but also not a big loss. And no trades in USD Japanese yen. So this week, were mainly trades in the go long strategy, 2 trades in turnaround Tuesday strategy in the German index and US tech. US tech is what I just explained. There was a little bit bigger loss, but nothing dramatic. And yeah, overall we can still clearly see that the indices are not at the highest point, not at the level where they were some days ago. And this is, of course, the reason why the account is currently underwater by a small amount only. But this is the reason. And as soon as the indices recover, the account will, of course, grow again. But Yeah, we can also see bigger setbacks in the indices, which would of course result in a larger drawdown in the account. But yeah, so far everything is totally fine, and there's absolutely no need to worry or do something at this point. It's all completely in a normal range. Yeah, so let me have a look at some of the questions here. Usually for how many parameters you do the optimization. I look at the parameters where it makes sense to optimize. But if I think it makes sense, I optimize all of them pretty much. But also my expert advisors usually do not have a lot of input parameters at all, because I don't use super complex strategies, because complex strategies often don't really make sense in my opinion. When do you plan on withdraw profit from the account? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I will withdraw profits at all. Maybe I just see if I can grow it a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I hit like 50K or so, I will make some withdrawals. But this could, of course, take like 3 or 5 years. I don't know. So at this point, I didn't really think about withdrawing something. Yeah. On FTMO, once you pass the challenge, do you choose when to withdraw? Does it automatically withdraw your profits? Actually, I don't know, but I will see this, because tomorrow will be my first profit share day, and I have no idea how it works. But yeah, we will see. And then I think I will make a video about it on the channel, so you can watch it if you're interested. But I think it should happen somehow automatically. I don't know. I have to check this tomorrow and maybe ask the FTMO support again if it's not if I don't understand it right away. But yeah, I will give you an update on this as soon as I learn more about it. Will be very interesting actually tomorrow. I have this this is the prop firm account that I passed, and I can withdraw. Unfortunately, there were some setbacks, but I will be able to withdraw like, I don't know, 450 euro tomorrow, approximately. And also I should get my registration fee back. So yeah, this will be very, very interesting. And yeah, also the rest of the accounts are more or less at break even right now. They've been a lot better, but yeah, this is how it is. Last few days were not good for the range breakout strategy. After some very good days, 1 or 2 weeks ago. But yeah, this is why they are more or less at the break-even level right now, which is fine. And, oh yeah, this one is a little bit in drawdown, but only 1.4%. Whoops. The stock trading account, which is also totally fine, because the Nasdaq came down quite a bit. So it's, I would say, in a normal range. And yeah. But today, Nasdaq is very, very strong. I hope it can continue the moves when this account starts trading to finally see some profits again. But yeah, a lot of the moves were done already in this range that it shows, of course. But yeah, we will see. I mean, for my main live trading account here, it is good, of course, that the indices are so strong today, because there's already 1.7K unrealized profits for today. Yeah, which is great, of course. So yeah, let me check the questions again here. FTMO and other prop firms have too many strict rules. Yeah, actually, it's I don't really like trading with prop firms, but I mean, many people are interested in it, so I do it. I do it mainly for YouTube content, if I'm honest. Which EA were you trading on the FTMO account? Range breakout, expert advisor mainly. The MT5 just do 10,000 tests while optimizing from all possible tests, for example. What could I do? I don't really understand the question. I mean, you don't have to optimize every single option. If you have, like, let's say 5 inputs, where you can choose like realistic values from 1 to 20. You don't have to go for 1 to 20 for every input. I mean, you can choose a step of like 5 for your first optimization, and then you test like for 1, 5, 10, and 20, or 15 and 20. And this will, of course, reduce the optimization runs a lot. Average win or loss after a month of using Algotrading. I don't know, is this a question or is this a statement? Every thought on making an aggressive trading bot. Yeah, you guys need to use question marks, but yeah, I assume these are all questions. So let's have a look at the first one. So in this specific account, usually my hit rate is not that huge, for example, with the range breakout strategy. But yeah, this is, for example, the analysis for the account that I'm showing here on the screen most of the time. And you can see the key figures here. So I mean, I have a high hit rate here, which is 55%, but this is mainly because of the go long strategy, I think. Usually my hit rate is a lot lower, like 30% with the range breakout strategy, or 40% maybe. I mean, if I just filter for the range breakout strategy, for example, the hit rate should be 30 to 40%. Oh, I don't know why it is so huge. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a lucky period right now, but usually if I trade for more months, the hit rate should go down to like 40% maybe for the range breakout EA. Yeah, but right now it's a really high hit rate here with a 55%. Ever thought on making an aggressive trading bot? Yeah, of course. I tested a lot of different bots already in the past, but I mean, if you make an aggressive trading bot, it's just high risk, high return. It's, yeah, I don't know. If you like it, you can use it. I personally, for my live trading accounts, where I put real money on the line, I don't really like it. René, sorry, I have asked too much. It's okay. But I still have a question. When you do the walk forward optimization on the past 10 years, that's not really a walk forward optimization. I think it's a normal optimization. How many years do you use for the in sample? I don't use in sample and out of sample tests. I just do back tests on the history. And I don't understand what in sample and out of sample is. I'm not clever enough to do this. I just do normal tests. I take a testing period, let's say, or usually I took the last 10 years in my last optimization runs or testing runs, and then I just do tests. And I don't do in sample, out of sample, Monte Carlo. I don't do this stuff. Many people will call me stupid for not doing this, but yeah, that's how it is. I cannot brag with stuff I don't do. Dude, assume it's question. Look at your name of live, DD. What is DD? DD. DD. Yeah, I don't know. Did you ever thought on making us? Okay, so you added the question mark. Thanks. Yeah, I don't like, as I said before. I don't like to trade aggressive bots in my live accounts. Yeah, because it's just gambling mainly. I mean, you can do it, but I don't really see a reason for this. Would you add the recovery factor record to the app Trade Buddy? Oh, right now I'm not really working on the Trade Buddy. I'm not really doing a new version. So yeah, not in the near future, I think. Oh, the US tech is so crazy strong today. This has to be a profit of like 2% or more already. Oh yeah, close to 3%. This is, yeah. I wish I still had this turnaround Tuesday trade. This would be a nice profit today, but unfortunately, the strategy closes on Tuesday, as the name says. Is the 50K account a funded account? Yeah, I mean, it's funded by myself. So I guess it's a funded account. It's not a prop firm account if you were asking for this. It's a regular live trading account. And yes, these still exist, even though everyone seems to trade with prop firms only today. But you can still trade in normal broker accounts. Yeah, it's not a prop firm account. It's just a regular live money account. What's the biggest loss you ever took? I don't know. Do you mean on a single day? I mean, in this account here, yeah, I don't know. We can have a look at the history, and the biggest loss was, I think, like 1.5K or something, maybe 2K. But yeah, again, I'm right now. I'm in a very good. The market conditions are very good for my account, so I did not have any very dramatical, huge drawdowns here. Like the biggest drawdown was around 6K, I think, which is really not a lot. So I did not have any major drawdowns in this account so far. Do you have another job? No. I mean, I do mainly like what you see, what I do on YouTube here. Like, yeah. This trading, content creation kind of thing. Bro, can you say so mitai, please? No, I don't know what this means. Did you receive any application for cooperation from broker or hedge funds for trading till now? Do you mean if someone asked me to trade their money? Yeah, I don't know. I got some shady emails, but I usually ignore them because I'm not really interested in this kind of stuff. But not like from hedge funds. I think hedge funds are not really interested in what we do here as retail unprofessional traders. Like, yeah. Also, brokers are not really interested to give you money to trade for them, because brokers are in the business of doing broker stuff, but they're not in the trading profits business. Am I going to make more strategy programming tutorials? Yeah, maybe in the future. I don't know. Right now, I'm not really motivated, but maybe in the future. But also, I feel like I made so many tutorials already on the channel, and you can pretty much learn most of this stuff already if you just watch the old tutorials. And you can also check out my masterclass programming course. So everything is pretty much out there. So this is why sometimes I'm not really motivated to produce more stuff, because at some point I'm just repeating myself, and this is something I really don't like because it bores me. But yeah, maybe I will do more stuff like programming tutorials in the future, just as for advertising purposes. If you were to start over to code in MQL5 again, what would you do differently? I don't know, nothing. I would just learn it again. I mean, I feel like I did, like my way of learning it was not bad. I mean, it took a while, because back then there were not so many programming tutorials. But also when I started learning MQL5, I pretty much did what I also recommend today. Just watch some coding tutorials and then, yeah, put in the hours, put in the work, and just practice a lot. And that's pretty much the only way, I think. Just takes a while to get into the specific, like this thinking that you need if you want to write code. But yeah, with some practice, you can definitely learn it easily. MQL5 is not complicated. It's super easy actually, and you can learn it quickly. It took me multiple years to learn how to code for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. But as I said, when I started learning this kind of stuff, which was like 8 years ago, there were barely any tutorials. Like there were not really good courses or YouTube tutorials back then. So the resources were just not as good as they are today. But today, I mean, you can easily pick it up in a few months. I learned so much from my videos. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. It's a good idea to give funds from retail investors to make a hedge fund using algorithmic trading. Is it a good idea? Give funds from retail investors to make a hedge fund using algorithmic. I'm not sure if I understand the question, but I mean, there are hedge funds definitely that use automated trading strategies and stuff like that, but not so many because I don't know. It's for the big majority of people, it's not super interesting, this kind of high risk trading. And for most people, it's just better to invest in a index ETF, for example. Bro, is there any broker that offers low margin requirements and zero spreads when news events occur? No, there is no broker that offers zero spreads because it doesn't make sense for the broker. But of course, there are cheaper brokers and more expensive ones. I'm happy with the broker that I have, which is IC Trading right now, and you can see my spreads. I mean, you can't see my spreads, but if I move myself, you can see the spreads here in this area, and you can see the spreads are very, very low. Like for the indices, I have like 0.5 index points, 0.4 even for Nasdaq. And also in the currency pairs here, I have really low spreads. But of course, if there is a news event, these spreads will be higher. And this is for every broker. I don't know any broker who doesn't do this because it would be stupid for the broker if he does not increase the spread during news events. Maybe some tutorials on the process of optimization could be so helpful. Yeah, I think I did 1 or 2 videos on this already. You can check it out on the channel if you're interested. But yeah, I will maybe do more videos like this. There's a course I took on Udemy and I learned in a week, but I'm also a software engineer, so I have experience coding. Yeah, as I said, MQL5 is definitely not hard to learn. You can pick it up easily. Also, if you do not have any previous knowledge, it's compared to other programming languages and frameworks, it's so easy because the sandbox that you are operating in is so small. Like there are only a few things you can do, or most EAs only require a few skills, or some. Most expert advisors are really easy to code, and therefore it's also really easy to pick up the knowledge that you need for this. I think for new content, test out new aggressive strategies and demo account for fun. Gets profitable, go to casino and YOLO. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of going to the casino actually, because, I mean, in general, you will lose money in the casino. And with this, knowing this in my head, it doesn't really make sense to play in the casino. I mean, you can do it for fun, but you should not really do it if you don't have a very good plan, I think. But yeah. Thanks for the info. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. What's the reasonable return of an EA on account with 25% risk? How do you mean 25% risk? Like per trade or per, I don't know. How do you measure the 25%? Like for me in general, every expert advisor that is not losing money is a good expert advisor. I heard PineScript is much more easier than MQL5. I don't know. I never worked with PineScript, but also I like to work with the MetaTrader 5, so I need to work with MQL5. But in the end, if you know one programming language, you can pretty much write code for every software you like. You just have to get into the nuances of this specific programming language then, but you can pick up other programming language really easily if you just know one. René, do you use any of the strategies in your account that you have programmed yourself? Do you use any of the strategies in your account that you have programmed yourself? I don't get it. I don't understand the question. Like, I mean, I use only my own strategies. Or what are you asking for? Like all of the strategies that I use in my account are written by myself. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can explain. You can apply to TradeBot Company of USA for your year. I'm not really interested actually to trade money for others. I don't know. Right now I'm happy trading some of my funds. It's interesting, and I teach some programming with my course, which is great because it provides a lot of value for everyone learning with the course. Yeah. Are you still in Thailand? No. I was only for 1 month in Thailand, so I'm already back in Germany for a long time now, for like 4 months or so. I was in Thailand for 1 month, and then 1 month in Vietnam, and then a few weeks in Cyprus. But now I'm in Germany because summer actually is quite nice in Germany. Weather is good, and you can do a lot of stuff. In your YouTube channel, I mean. I don't know if I no, I think I did not code any of these strategies in my YouTube channel so far. But also, like, the go long strategy is so easy. The turn on Tuesday strategy is so easy. If you just watch some of my coding tutorials, you can easily code these strategies. It's just super, super simple. Not complex at all. As I said, I don't use any complex strategies. And my currency trades will be closed in 5 minutes. And unfortunately, the last hour is very, very bad for all of my strategies in the currency pairs, which sucks, of course, but yeah, I don't know. That's how it is. How hard is it to build a profitable EA? Yeah, it takes a lot of time. You have to do a lot of testing, development. Yeah, sometimes you're lucky and you find something good in a few days. But with all of the testing and optimizing, I don't know, it takes a week maybe. But I don't know. I mean, in the end, you never know if something is profitable. If you just want something that is profitable in the tester, I mean, you can easily do this in 1 day or so. But if you really want to have something where you think the idea is good and you want to use it in live account and everything, it takes a little bit longer to do all the tests and stuff. I see Exness broker offers 0 spread. Yeah, I mean, but then they have the commission, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense. Your magic numbers are different in each symbol. Yeah, I just increase the magic number for for every chart. Like, this is magic number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, and so on and so on. Here I use 3 different expert advisors, or 4 actually, in this account. Would you leave your job if take nice results from EA trading? I don't really understand the question because expert advisor trading is pretty much my job. I don't know. I don't have another day job if this is the question. Do you have strategies that purely build on indicators? I don't know. It depends how you define indicator. Like for example, this range breakout EA, it kind of uses an indicator if you would define this, or if you would say that the range is an indicator. But yeah, I use indicators in some of my strategies. Also here I use the moving average in this turnaround Tuesday strategy. So yeah, I use indicators. But also work a lot with times, like with specific times during the day. Especially like in the morning and in the evening, I do a lot of trades, because in the morning I often open trades. In the evening I close trades to have a good chance to catch major moves during the day. Can you show GPS OLS settings? Yeah. My settings currently. Can you build me a bot? That means no, I don't do any coding services. Do you believe that strategies should be kept secret? No. I share all of my strategies. I don't care. I don't really think that they should be kept secret. But also I don't use any, all of the strategies that I use are known to the public already. Like none of the strategies actually are completely based on my own ideas, so to say. Like all of the stuff that I do is around for 20 or 30 years maybe. This stuff is not, there's no secret at all. So I don't really hide anything for my own strategies. I think most strategies are not really so special that they should be kept secret. And I don't think a strategy breaks down if too many people use it, especially not in Forex and CFD, because this has no impact on the markets, because this is not traded on an exchange or something. It's just between you and your broker. How many people do this? Am I a trader and EA trading is my main job? Yeah, it is my main job, but like trading or producing trading content in general, but I don't live off of trading profits. Like as you can see, this is like my biggest trading account, and I made like, I don't know, right now I made like 12K in 4 months. So you can see it's not really enough to live off of it, but I also sell programming courses, expert advisors. I have a broker partnership. So this is where I get my money from. I'm not a professional, I am a professional trader pretty much, but I don't live off of trading profits. Why haven't you a US tech breakout EA? I don't know. I did not really find good settings for US tech so far. This is why I don't really use it. Also, the GPS dollar came up a little bit again, which is good for my FTMO accounts. Yeah, I mean, just close the positions, please. In 20 seconds, they will be closed, the positions in this account, and yeah, in this account also. And also in my live account here, the GPS dollar position will be closed. So yeah, there it is. You can see here the positions are closed. Also here. And here the GPS dollar is closed with a loss of, I think, like 60 or 70. Oh, 70, 80. 80 euro lost in GPS dollar. And now also my stock trading account here starts to trade. So if the Nasdaq can go up even more today, this would be good. So there could be some profits in this account, but I mean the Nasdaq already made 3%, so I don't know how much room there is for further profits, but you never know. The Nasdaq can also go up like 5% on a day. Things can happen. Is it a good idea to make an EA with no pursued idea or strategy and find its profitable settings by optimizing? I'm not a fan of this. Like what I do is when I create new strategies, the first thing that I do is to think about something that is logical for me. And if I find something that is logical for me, then I start to create a strategy based on this idea. But I don't just create random programs and then optimize it until it works, because this, I think, has a high risk of over-optimizing. Why don't you try to optimize? I don't understand. I did a lot of optimizations in the past. Right now, I'm not really working on optimizations because I'm not motivated to do it. But yeah, I do a lot of optimizations when I work on strategy development. Do you take into account the correlation between Forex pairs and when you build your portfolio? A bit, I would say, but on the other hand, not really. I mean, I know that there is a lot of correlation. Also in this account, in the indices especially, not so much in the Forex pairs, but in the indices, I have so much correlation because they highly correlate. And yeah, of course, also the currency pairs. But on the other hand, I mean, I don't really care because I just develop and test every strategy on its own. And if every strategy on its own is profitable, then the portfolio should also be profitable, right? And I mean, of course, there is a correlation going on, definitely. But yeah, if I lose a little bit more in the bad periods, but if I make even more profits in the good periods, it's still worth it for me. How the stock project goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I mean, it's in the verification phase with the FTMO here. It's 1.4% down right now. It had some negative days the last few days, but this is of course not really a surprise if you have a look at the last few days in the Nasdaq. So I would say it's going okay-ish, and yeah, I hope for some very good positive days in the Nasdaq to make some profits. But so far the verification account is a little bit down. What EAs do you use? Yeah, you can just read the names here in the chart. It's a Go Long EA, it's a Range Breakout EA, and it's the Turnaround Tuesday Expert Advisor. And yeah, I talked about this a lot on the channel already, so you will find videos for all of these strategies on my channel, so just watch it if you're interested. So basically you educate yourself with technical analysis first or with fundamentals, and then you design your EA based on these basics. Yeah. I don't know, pretty much. I just think of what is logical. Like for example, the go long strategy, it's the best example. It's so simple. I'm just following the index because usually the index will go up. So the strategy is so stupid. It's actually funny. It's so simple. But I mean, I'm confident that this will generate profits in the long run. And until I do not see the opposite, I will use it. But it's funny how stupid or how simple this strategy is. Would you explain more about over-optimization? What is that? Over-optimization is pretty much if you have an expert advisor and you have several inputs and then you just use the optimization feature of the MetaTrader 5 and optimize all of the inputs, and then you just choose the best possible option, like the optimization or the inputs that created the best results in the past. And if you just use this without thinking about it and without using your brain, then that's pretty much over-optimization. And it is stupid because it can also work in the future if it worked in the past, but it's not guaranteed. So you should always use the thing between your ears to think and don't just trust backtesting results blindly. So yeah, make use of your brain. It's a great tool also for trading. How do you ensure that a successful EA code will not be stolen from the broker or any other hacker? I don't care. I don't care at all. All of my strategies are public. I talked about it on the channel. The range breakout EA, I show how it's coded in my programming course. I could not care less. Everyone can copy my strategies. Everyone can steal it. That's why I'm not really frightened of this. You can take my strategy. I don't care. Just copy it if you want. Everyone can copy it. Everyone can copy it. Everyone can sell it. Everyone can do whatever he wants. It's not like my strategy. These ideas are widely known already for many, many years. If you want to say so, I also stole these strategies from someone else, because all of these strategies are not new. There's nothing special. There's nothing secret. It's just, logical thinking in the first place. Do you use a special exit strategy? No. I just close the position in the evening. It's really, as I said, it's so stupid. It's so simple. It's nothing complex. I just close the positions in the evening. That's it. Just based on time. How do you choose the length of entry? What do you mean with this? With length of entry? I heard you can protect your ears from hacker by adding DLL file to it. Yeah, I mean there might be some ways to protect your strategy, but as I explained before, my strategies are not special, so I don't care if someone takes them. I think you should add a maximum gain per day so you can exit quicker. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's a bad idea because then I would limit my profits. From my test, it has shown that on some days, there are specific days during a year, maybe 1, 2, or 3 days that can make a major portion of the performance of the whole year. So this is why I don't really like this idea of choosing a max cap for my profits during the day. Your account is heavy on indices. Why not diversify more? Okay. So it just hit the stop loss in US 30. Yeah, it's okay. It's a relatively small stop loss. Actually, yesterday the profit was probably... Oh no. Okay. Yeah, never mind. So yeah, another 100 euro lost in US 30, which is totally fine. Ooh, my screen froze. Come on, don't leave me. Hello. Your account is heavy on indices. Why not diversify more? Yeah, the problem is that indices offer a great trading environment because they are so cheap. Again, if I show you the spread, you can see the spread for my major indices here with my broker is 0.5 index points, which is not a lot compared to the average daily move. So I choose most of the markets that I trade actually based on the trading costs. If I see a market that usually moves a lot and has low trading costs, then this is something that I have a look at. Because the trading costs have such a huge negative impact on your performance, you should try to minimize this impact as much as you can. And this is why I like to trade indices so much right now, because they offer a great trading environment for me in general. So all of your EAs are exiting at the end of the day. Yeah, they have different points of time that are specified to close the positions. It's just based on backtest. But usually, as you can see, the first position was just closed at 6 p.m. server time, and the last one will be closed short before midnight. So at the end of the day, like from 6 p.m. to midnight, I close out all of these positions. So Robson, you are asking for the ranges in the chart here, or what are you asking for? The range is just the length of this range is different in different markets. Like here, for example, I have a range of 4 hours. Here I have a range of 1 or 2 hours. Here I have a range of, I think, 1.5 hours. It's just different in the different charts, also based on backtest. If I have an EA that is 90% profitable, how do I secure it from not being stolen? What does 90% mean? That's a weird statement. But if you have an expert advisor that is 90% profitable, and I think you don't have such a program, and I think such a program does not exist, but if you would have something that prints money, just don't share it. Just use it on your own PC. And the broker actually cannot read the code of your EA, I think. Because it's local on your PC, right? So how should the broker read your expert advisor? Or at least I don't know how it should be able to read your expert advisor code. Do you believe in grid or martingale EAs? What do you mean with do I believe in it? I'm not a believer in. I don't send my prayer to grid or martingale EAs. It's just a concept that you can use. It's not good, it's not bad, it's high risk, high return. You can use it if you want. If you don't, you should not. Personally, I don't use it in a live account because it's too risky for me. Do you optimize the stop loss and take profit? Yes. If I use the stop loss and I take profit, I optimize it. Are your range filters not just a result of over-optimization? Yeah, pretty much. It is a result of optimization. And I'm still wondering why it is performing so good. But for the last 6-7 years that I use the range breakout EA in live accounts, it's just performing great. And for this reason, I still use it. And also, it might be a bit, it is optimized, of course, but also, as I tried to explain before, for me, the idea is super logical and totally makes sense. That like in the morning, you build this range, and then you trade the breakout, and then you try to follow it throughout the whole day. So you have a really good chance to catch big moves. So the idea is super logical for me. So this is why I still use this strategy. Did your account start with 50K or is it the target 50 Yeah, neither. I started with like 15K is my own money in this account. I started with 5K. Then in the first drawdown, I deposited another 5K and then another 5K. Also, as you can see here in the history, like currently the profit is 11K and the deposit was 15K and no withdrawals so far. And I still say, like in the title, for example, it's a 50K account because I trade this account like I would trade a 50K account. So I'm over leveraging my deposit, so to say. And this is also why I have so huge profits and losses in this account, because I trade it like a 50K account. How do you pick the hour for your marking? It's just based on backtests. I just did a lot of testing. I'm trying for years to make an EA that actually does not lose. So I think I found it. It has 9 out of 10 profit trades. So yes, it's a... Yeah, bro, it doesn't work like this. You will most likely just use a very distant stop loss. There is no system that is printing money. Just, it doesn't make sense. It's not how economic principles work. But if you have such a program, just use it on your own device and don't share it and print money and be happy. But it does not exist. It just doesn't exist. So yeah, also in this account, what will happen next is that in like 45 minutes, this trade will be closed, the gold trade, hopefully with a profit, we'll see. And then the next trades, the gold long trades, will just be closed before midnight, So yeah, the next action here is gold, which will be closed in like 45 minutes. And then, yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, the rest of the day will be pretty boring. And I think I will end the stream at some point because it's just not a lot going on here. But yeah, just a little update on the projects and stuff. It was cool to do another live. Hello there. Hello. Thanks for your honesty. Thanks for your feedback. I appreciate it. Yeah, the trading industry really sucks. I hate it. That's why I'm often not really motivated to make videos, because this is such a corrupted bubble. Like all of the trading guys on YouTube, they're just scamming people who are believing them blindly. And yeah, it's easy to make money as a trading guru if you don't have any standards for yourself or any morals. How do you say? I don't know. I think you get the idea. How much is the range breakout EA? You can buy it for $200 on my MQL5 profile, but I don't recommend buying expert advisors. Just learn how to code. It will get you a lot farther than buying single EAs. But you will find the link in my description if you want to buy it. How to fight the temptation to close manually a profitable position? I don't know. I mean, all of my trading is automated, so I don't do any manual. I don't close trades. Everything is done by the program, and this is for me the best way to, to just stick to the trading plan. When I was trading manually, I was not really able to stick to the trading plan, but when I started using automated programs, it's pretty easy now, because I know I just don't have to do anything and the program will do everything. So that's pretty much the solution for me. I already trade a live account with IC Markets. If I want free access EA, how much should I deposit? You don't have to deposit anything. You can deposit $200 US. It's the minimum deposit, I think, in live accounts, and that's enough. You deposit whatever you like. I cannot answer this question for you. You have to look at your financial situation and your willingness to take risk, and then you have to decide. When can we expect to buy your range breakout EA on the market? It's already on the market, bro. for many, I think for 2 or 3 years now, or for 2 years maybe. You can check out the links in the video description. You will find it somewhere. How do I know if a certain EA is overfitted to historical data and will not perform well in the future? You have to use your brain. You have to do some backtests, and then you have to think about the results. And yeah, if you think the results are over-optimized, and you can also, for example, you can check if one set of inputs for a program is working very, very good, and then you just slightly change an input. For example, if a program works very, very good with a moving average period of 40, and then it works very bad with a moving average period of 45 or 50, then it's pretty much over-optimized. Because you can ask yourself, why is it working with 40 but not with 45 or 50? Because the idea is the same, right? So this is how you can make sure that it's not over-optimized. Just here, make use of your brain. Thank you for your reply. Have a nice trading. Thanks, man. Same to you. Have a nice trading and nice day. And what is why you have to stay and grow your channel? Keep motivated, make more videos. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to stay motivated. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I will stay here. I mean, I need to make more videos at some point in the future, because for me, the YouTube channel is, of course, my main source of. For me, it's an advertising channel. I don't do these videos because I'm such a good human. I mainly do it to use them as a advertising for my programming course or for my programs that I sell. And this is why, of course, I will have to make more videos in the future. And yeah, but right now I'm just not motivated. But yeah, at some point I will do more stuff. No worries. Thank you, René, for your videos and lives. Thanks, man. I should go now. Yeah, have a nice evening or nice day. I don't know where you live, but thanks for watching. Hello, is it possible that MT5 gives wrong backtest? No. I mean, it depends on the data that you have in your MetaTrader 5. Like the MetaTrader 5 tester is a very simple tool pretty much. It just takes your program and it takes the data that you have for your symbol that you want to test, and then it just executes the expert advisor on this data. So if your data is corrupted or false, then of course the backtest could also be false or give wrong results. If I open another live account, how should I use your reference over there while opening the live account? Yeah, you can just you should use you can just use the links on my website. That's the easiest way to do it. If you open, after clicking on these links, you should be linked to my referral ID directly. And if it did not work, you can still send an email to IC Markets or IC Trading afterwards and ask them to link your account to my referral ID. This will also work. Do you think Tick Story is a good data source? Tick Story is not really the data source. The data source is usually Dukas copy, for example, because Tick Story is just a tool that makes it easier to get data from another external data source. But for example, Dukas copy is quite fine. I use Dukas copy data a lot for my backtesting, and it's fine. But also sometimes you have to compare the data to your actual symbols that you have in your account. For example, if I take Dukas copy data for gold, the Dukas copy data spread will be a lot bigger than it actually is in my live account. So I had to modify the test the spread data in this custom symbol to get realistic backtesting results. So you always have to make sure that your testing data is realistic and it's really similar to your live trading data. Thanks you, René, for sharing your knowledge. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you like the programming tutorial stuff. And yeah, hope you learned something on my channel. Would be great. Okay, if I get the licensed EA, can I use it on multiple accounts? You can use it on all of the accounts that you opened in a profile with my partner broker that is connected to my referral ID. So if you use my link to open an account, and if you open 5 accounts, let's say, using this same profile, you can use the EAs in all of the accounts. So higher win rate with Dukas copy. I don't really understand. No, Dukas copy for me has a bigger spread in gold, for example. So lower win rate with Dukas copy. Is it possible to make a special tutorial on how to change the spread in the Dukas copy data? Yes, it's possible and it's already on my channel. And yeah, you can just check it out. I think there are also possibilities to do this directly in like TickStory or Tick Data Suite or Quant Data Manager, but you can also change custom symbol spread with the tutorial that I just posted. I have tested an EA on MT4 and MT5 with the same minute data and got completely different results. Yeah, I think the test is a bit different in MT4 and MT5. But I don't know the exact reason. I would have to have a look at this specific example to say more. Is there any discount on your MQL5 masterclass? Not really at the moment, but I can guarantee that it's worth the money. Hey René, do you still do technical programming MQL5 videos? At the moment, I'm not really motivated, but in the future, I will definitely do more. No worries. And yeah, if you want to learn MQL5, you can also always check out my programming course. Little advertising block here. Yeah, check it out. It's, I mean, like, without joking, it's, in my opinion, the best course that will get you up and running for your MetaTrader 5 programming career. And it's the best thing you can do if you really want to work with automated trading long term. If you want to speed up the optimizations in MetaTrader 5, yeah, unfortunately it takes quite a while with a tick-based method. It depends on your strategy. For some strategies, you can also use 1 minute data. But if you have a strategy that is dependent on stop loss and take profit, or it's sensible to ticks, it's really hard to test with 1 minute data. So I don't know if there's a method to speed up the optimizations. Get a faster PC. But yeah, I don't know. It just takes a lot of time and sometimes it sucks, but yeah. You're the real deal when it comes to programming. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm still online. Yeah, I'm still online. Yes, I'm here. But yeah, I think I will end the stream soon. I just talked a lot in the last hour. I always get a sore throat if I talk too much. Yeah, I think I will just set up the stream again on my VPS. So I will close or end this stream now, and then I will set it up again on the server so you can watch the trades. But yeah, I will just end the commentary. Should you use the every tick model for range breakout strategy? Yeah, unfortunately, the range breakout strategy pretty much needs the tick-based testing. Yeah, it takes a while. But yeah. Yes, I use the VPS. Okay, guys. Yeah, I will end the stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending the last hour with me. I hope I was able to give you some updates on the accounts. So yeah, again, here, this is the live account. It's doing great. The FTMO accounts, they are doing, some of them are doing okay. Some of them are quite good. I don't know. My VPS is slowing down. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I will, let me loop through the FTMO accounts here, but then I will just end the stream. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Have a great life. Have a great trading, whatever. And yeah, see you next time, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.